Hey everybody, welcome back for another exciting edition of Shoreviewken. Today we're taking a look at a game based on one of my all-time favorite anime, and that's Akira for the Nintendo Famicom. This game was developed and published by Taito in 1988, and for the few of you who may not know, it's based on the animated film that was released that same year, which is itself based on the manga series that was first published in 1982. Akira is set in the far-flung future of 2019 and tells the story of a gang of motorcycle punks racing through the streets of Neo-Tokyo that gets swept up into a world of military experiments, political revolution, psychic powers, and destruction on an apocalyptic scale. The game also tells us this story, and to its detriment, that's about all it does. Akira is essentially a graphic novel-style game told from the point of view of the film's protagonist, Kaneda, so what you'll be doing is a lot of reading. You're occasionally given the opportunity to choose how Kaneda reacts to certain situations, or how he converses with other characters, and by making appropriate choices, you get to continue the game, but make the wrong choice at the wrong time, and it's curtains for our school-ditching hero. There are a handful of action sequences inserted into the game, but they are few and far between, and they are very short. If you're more interested in story-driven games, or you're keen on visual novels, then Akira should be right up your alley, but if you are hoping for a game as action-packed as the movie, you will be sorely disappointed. Also, even if you don't speak Japanese, this game does have an English patch available for it. Honestly, the two best things it has going for it is that it's based on Akira, which automatically makes it pretty cool, and for a Famicom game, this is a pretty damn good representation of the film. The characters and environments are all easily recognizable from their source material, and there's way more visual detail than I would have thought possible. It's like an entire game comprised of the cutscenes from Ninja Gaiden, so it's obviously sacrificing any kind of gameplay to ensure that the anime is well represented in 8 bits, and I'm not really sure how I feel about that. The sound design, though, unlike the visuals, is very underwhelming, I find. There are a couple of cool tunes in here, but for the most part, the game features no music at all, just the sound of the text appearing on screen, which is pretty lame. So Akira is great on graphics and source material, but weak on gameplay and sound design. How big a fan you are will decide whether or not you want to give this one the time of day. So, if you love Akira, you'll probably want this game, if for nothing else than as a collector's piece. And honestly, even though I'm not a fan of visual novels, I am enough of a fan of Akira that there was no way I could say no to this game. If you want a copy for yourself, it can usually be found online, complete in box, for between 20 and 30 bucks. And again, there is an English patch available for it, so you Akira fans go nuts. But the question is this the most baffling Akira game to ever be released? The answer to that question is no. So after an 8-bit visual novel and an Amiga game that we shall not speak of, what's the next best thing you could do with this property? Well, that's gonna have to wait for next time. Thanks for watching, everybody.